What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Chance Bishop Show. Episode 82 is underway here of our Madden 24 franchise mode featuring Philadelphia Eagles. Archie Manning picked himself up another NFC Offensive Player of the Week. It's like his second or third of the season. But coming into this, we take on the Miami Dolphins, who are struggling, so it's one of those trap games right there. Yeah, I mean, no fear. We're the Eagles. We're undefeated so far. We're what? 7-0? 7-0 Eagles. I mean, I'm not too worried about the Miami Dolphins and their not great record on the season. But hey, it is what it is. I get it. The game's gotta try and push, I don't know, actual world events. I don't know. Deion Sanders right here. He is their starting QB. Only 71 overall for Sanders. That is brutal. Absolutely brutal right there for Sanders. I mean, coming out of Colorado, you've been here for 4 seasons now. And 71 overall, that is trash. A Chain's still there, running back. Chain, I don't know how to say his name technically. Waddle, Adunze, Ryan Williams, Hunter Renfrow, and Mimzel are their wide receivers. Isaiah Likely is their tight end here. Okololona is their left tackle. Baldwin's their left guard. Center's Connor Williams. Robert Hunt is their right guard. And Austin Jackson's their right tackle. Majaya Sanders is their outside linebacker. Left end, right end is going to be Wilkinson. D tackles Davis and Sweat. BJ right there outside. David Long Jr. and Edgerrin Cooper in the middle. Bradley Chubb is their right outside linebacker. Ramsey, Cam Smith, McLean, Miller, and Daniels going to be their corners. Javon Hollins, their free safety. Brandon Jones, their strong. Will Lutz is their kicker. And Torrey Taylor is their punter. So, did they just have 2 kickers on their team? They just had 2 damn kickers on their team. Okay, I love the AI. The AI is great right there. That's honestly one of the best things I've seen. The Dolphins are the 9th best rushing attack in the entire NFL. They are bottom 25 in passing, so we're just going to worry about the rushing attack. They are the 31st best pass defense. They are the 27th best rush defense, so we're just going to try and pass them since they're a little worse on that. We're probably going to switch it up halfway through the game anyway, and switch just to straight Will Shipley just dogging them. But we can't have any injuries. We didn't have A.J. Brown for the last episode, for half of last episode at least. But having him back this episode against a very bad team right here is definitely going to help out your Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, you like to see it when the Eagles do good. That's what everyone likes to see, right? They don't want to come out here and watch the Eagles play poorly. They don't want to see their hometown squad lose to a very bad Dolphins team. They want to come out here and they want to just watch them perform and do very well. That's honestly what any sports fan wants of their team. Oh boy, we have a lot of upgrades this week. Jeremiah Trotter up to an 88 overall. Way to go, Jeremiah. You know, big old X-Man JR. I love to see that there. Donovan Jackson, actually not as bad as we thought, actually. Donovan Jackson, backup right guard. 76 overall at the morale boost. 77 now, thanks to the upgrade to the power guard. You like to see that right there for Donovan Jackson. Chad Johnson Jr. I mean, he's gotten like 4 catches in his career. I mean, he's he's wide receiver 6 on the roster. I think he's the only receiver below Britton Covey. Maybe Britton Covey's below him, actually. I'm not sure. Kavon Thunderbird, I love it. I think Kavon here is going to stay with the team regardless of what his overall ever actually is. I think just because his last name is Thunderbird, that we have to keep him on the squad. That's just me personally. I feel like we have to do it. We can't let down, a name like that. That is a fan favorite name. Kavon Thunderbird. How do fans, how would the fans feel if Howie goes, yeah, we let go of Thunderbird. Nah, You're the Eagles, go Birds, Thunderbird. It works out there. We're not getting rid of Thunderbird. I'm saying it now, so then 10 episodes later down the line in the future, I can totally forget and we don't re-sign Thunderbird. And we cut him or we trade him or something. Yeah, we're going to keep Thunderbird for the best of our... But I'm going to write it down in my notebook where I keep all my YouTube titles from Madden episodes. I want to write Keep Thunderbird. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be. Just Keep Thunderbird. But here you go, Nick Sirianni, and I didn't actually peep who the head coach is. Is Mike McDaniel still? Is Mike McDaniel still the head coach of the Dolphins? Is that who's running around over there, or did I look at him? Or did I just not look at it? I have no clue who it is. Up 7-0 though, the Dolphins. I'm going to get sacked right there by Hassan Reddick, his first of the game. Puts that a 4th and 18. Now up 10-0 the Dolphins. Defense is going to up a touchdown right there. Dallas Goedert had 3 last episode. He has a 1 so far in this one. So there you go, Dallas Goedert. Just getting the good times rolling right there, cutting that lead down to 3. Now the Eagles back in the red zone. Here you go. Handoff Shipley. Shipley, oh, room to run. Knife through hot butter on that one. That was so silky smooth. You love to see it. Big old touchdown there for Will Shipley. Now there you go with the big victory there for that touchdown. Now 14-10, the defense. Come on, Shedeur, get something done. Big sack right there. That's going to be Hassan Reddick again, just getting it done. 4th and 18, forces the punt that time. Manning, now here we go, throwing. That one's caught by the Slim Reaper, and he dices that one into the end zone for the touchdown. And now here we go, another Reds opportunity, up 21-10. That one's going to be A.J. Brown, and Brown musters his way up to that first down marker, down at the 5-yard line. So from the 5, look at that. Shipley bounces off 3 tackles, ends up in the end zone. There you go, Will Shipley, the Clemson back. He just gets things done. You give Will Shipley the ball. You say, hey, Will, do the thing. He does it. 3rd and 4 now. There you go. That one's beat off the line. That Jalen Ramsey. A.J. Brown just cooked Jalen Ramsey right there. I mean, I get it. Jalen's a bit of a vet right now. He's a little slow. He's not, prime Jalen Ramsey. But guess what? He still got cooked. Love to see that right there, though. That's definitely not Mike McDaniels as the head coach. But, hey, 38-25 is the final score. The Eagles get a big victory here over the struggling Miami Dolphins. A win's a win, a loss is a loss. 3 touchdowns, 357 for Archie right there. You love to see that right there for the Manning nephew. Will, 92 yards, 20 carries, 2 tutties. A.J. Brown, $156, touchdown, 82 from Brendan Rice, 43 touchdown from Goddard. Devontae also had a touchdown there, 24 yards. Sacks, no sacks allowed by the offensive line. 3 pancakes that led the team. 7 tackles from Dez and Travis led the team. 2 TFLs from Hassan and Jalen led the team. 3 sacks from Hassan, 1 from Nolan Smith. 2 picks from Sidney Brown. That just catapulted him into tied for the lead with interceptions, if not gave him the lead for interceptions right there. Jake Elliott, perfect, just perfect on the day. 1 for 1 for field goals, 5 for 5 from extra points. 4 punts for 221 there from Stonehouse. No kicker punt returns there, so okay. There's no Britton Covey action, which is kind of unfortunate right there. Jackson Powers Johnson got himself an upgrade right there. He's an 85 overall pass protector center now. Come on. Come on, do it. Do it. You can do it. Oh, I guarantee we're going to sit here for 30 seconds or just not show it. Okay. He got the upgrade there. Lane Johnson, though, hey, he gets it done. After the game, I know you expected to win that game, but, hey, we didn't win it as good as we wanted to. Hey, man, at the end of the day, a win's a win. I mean, Philly media is going to hate that win right there. They're going to be like, oh, Archie Manning can't do it. Nick Sirianni's got to be fired. They can't do X, Y, or Z because this, that, and the other. Philly media hates Philadelphia more than anyone else. Let's be honest here. The fans hate Philly media. Philly media hates Philly. It's just the way the cookie crumbles in Philadelphia. It's so crazy. I don't know how it happens, but it's just how it works. But here we go. Nick Sirianni getting things smoothed out, hashtagged away. Here we go. Be great again. Throw 1 or fewer interceptions and average 400 scrimmage yards or 4 total touchdowns with Archie Manning. That one might be tough. That one might be tough, though. I mean, if it wasn't the AI running it, I would say that is doable. That's not a big deal. We can get that done. But with not the AI running it, I don't really know if that's going to be super duper plausible or not. I mean, it could work. It could work totally well and great and get things done with no hitches, no questions, no problemos, or we could just crash and burn like crazy. There could be little to no in between. Not paying attention at all to who's on this team. More players right here. Left tackle, Ekawonu, JJ Boston at left guard, Biadz at center, Corbett at right guard. Tackle is going to be Amari Kite. They got DeMarcus Lawrence, so okay. Derek Brown's still down here. David Stone. I wanted to get David Stone. I'm gonna be honest with you. This past draft, we did draft that D tackle with our second first round pick. I did want to get David Stone. He was number 1 on my board technically, and he got picked too early. Yeah, I'm not saying the players on this. I missed half the team. I have no clue who their quarterback. I was assuming it's still Bryce Young, right? It's still got to be Bryce Young. Like, they didn't replace Bryce Young, right? Like, that would just be asinine if they don't have Bryce Young as their starting QB anymore. Roberto Sanchez there. David Stone's actually out too. Good old David Stone out for 9 weeks with a fractured hip. That's what they outlawed the hip drop tackle. Don't do it, man. Hip pointer for Jaden Reddle. Okay, I get it, man. It happens. Oh boy, they are awful. I'm glad the Panthers are still awful. You know, who's the Panthers? Who Teppert something? Who the absolute Napoleon complex of a guy who went on that bar, that mom and shop bar, and complained that their sign was anti-owner of the Panthers, and he threw like water at people. And it was just water, and they're like, yeah, you're still a billionaire who's acting like a toddler. If my little siblings who are 7 and 8 know, hey, I shouldn't throw things at people, this grown-ass man should realize, you know what, probably shouldn't throw things at people, even though it's just water. Just saying, man. I do YouTube, he does business, and he's a real shysty guy, he's a real shady fella. Gets a lot of projects done that doesn't finish, it's not a great look there for the Panthers. Honestly, I hope we just, stonewall this team. Just like no points allowed. We put up like 80 against them. Just fire everyone. Devontae Smith, he's almost at a true 99 overall. I get it, playmakers technically the scheme fit. Dude, he's a slot though. We put him in the slot almost every play. He just gets it done. 98 overall slot receiver. Travis Hunter, look at him. He's getting it done. 94, 92 though, without the +2 boost. So there you go, man-to-man. He does get a little skill boost upgrade too. Lane Johnson, he's starting to regress a little bit because he is 36. But, a 36-year-old Lane Johnson's still better than half the right tackles in the league. There's no way around it. Brady Prescorn, a backup tight end. I think he's tight end 2, technically. Luke Lacey's tight end 3 now, with Prescorn on the team. Steven Nelson, backup middle linebacker 4-3, something like that. Has 72 overall with that morale boost. We got Deontay Folk. He is a practice squad running back. Gets himself an upgrade. There you go, Deontay Folk. You love to see that one right there. Really like to see that one. And then Avery Chamberlain. Yeah, he's D-tackle like 5 on the roster. He might be D-tackle 4 on the roster technically. He's D-tackle 5 on the roster. Because you got to think we have Jordan, Jalen, Eric Armstead, and then we have that rookie we just drafted. So he's D-tackle 5 on the roster. Bryce Young, okay, he's still the quarterback. That's fine. As long as they didn't replace Bryce Young in the 4 seasons of this series, I don't know what would happen. I genuinely don't know how I'd react to that. But here we go. We are getting underway in this one. Looking for a big victory here. Looking for a big just anything, honestly. Eagles, they're down here in Carolina. Carolina is not known for being the best football town as of recently. They are bad coaching, bad ownership. They bring in Frank Reich, who goes, hey, CJ Stroud, I really want you. But then the owner goes, I get you really want CJ Stroud, but we're going to go Bryce Young because he is the Alabama kid. He is the better name. That just didn't work out. Screen pass right there. Big screen pass right there. Tackled at the 23. Bryce Young, 50 yards passing already on the day right there. Now 3rd and 10, empty backfield here. It's going to be a lot of pass rush. Chasing down, throwing out of bounds is Bryce Young. So 4 for 8, 50 yards on the day. He's throwing that one away at the 23. So they do get the field goal right there. Young pressure, Young scrambling, Young. Oh, he breaks out of that sack right there. Throws it away for makes the punt right there. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They're going to get their first score of the game there. Will Shipley just gets it done. Dude, Will Shipley, dude's a monster. I mean, honestly, I broke realism by trading for Will Shipley because he was literally a rookie that got drafted. He got drafted like 2 rounds too early by the Chiefs, and we gave up a very fair, sizable return package for Will Shipley. Like 4 picks, like a second, like a third. We gave up a very good, sizable package for Will Shipley. Honestly, we still might have fleeced him for how good Will Shipley actually is. But big touchdown there, Brendan Rice. You know, he's been here since the beginning, I guess since the first offseason. But here we go, 3rd and 5 now from the 41. Manning, ooh, obliterated on that one. He does drop the ball, but he does pick it up right there. So a big hit right there. Manning coughs it up. He's able to recover it in time. That, unlike Cam Newton. Oh my lord, offensive line, you stonewalled. Dude, they flipped an entire small stack of pancakes on that one play. They flipped over an entire defensive line. That was insane. That's impressive, actually. I am impressed. They literally flipped a small stack of pancakes. Go on, Will. Can't be getting tackled from behind right there. Dude had a touchdown lined up. Gets tackled from behind. I get it. He's athletic. He's a very athletic guy. You know, very heads-up play from the athletic running back here. But he's got to get the touchdown there. He does eventually get it, though. His second rushing touchdown, at least of the game. You like to see that for Will Shipley. The Eagles walk away with a very easy victory here. I mean, there's no way around it. The Eagles were going to win this one every time. There was no way that, you know, they were going to lose. 28-18, I mean, the score is probably a little high for the Panthers. You guys think, hey, okay, they still have a good young quarterback here. Bryce Young isn't someone to disrespect, to disregard. Manning, 21 for 27, touchdown, 2 picks. That's actually probably why they got 18 points. 2 picks from Manning, clearly his worst game of the season. Buck 27, a hat trick there from Will Shipley, 26 carries. 75 for Brendan with a touchdown, 75 for Will with a no touchdown there. That's crazy. Let's see, 2 sacks, 11 allowed, 1 from Lane, 5 pancakes from Landon and Powers, 8 tackles from Jeremiah and Keeley led the team, 2 TFLs from Jordan led the team, a sack from Jeremiah, half sack from Jalen and Keeley. Alright, getting things done. 4 for 4 for extra points from Jake Elliott. No field goals on the day. Punting-wise, 1 punt, 44 yards from Stonehouse. 1 kick return there from Purcell. No punt return yards from Ricky at all. Where's Burton at? What's he not? Why is he not returning things? Jordan Davis, he's an 89 overall run stopper now. 90 overall with the +1 to morale right there. So Jordan getting it done down here. You know, he's not the sexiest player out there. He's not the Jalen Carter. He's not getting 20-plus sacks a season. But he does a lot more of the behind-the-scenes work. He does the dirty work. He takes up, 2 running lanes at once, absolutely stonewalls these tackles, these guards, mostly the guards and the centers that try to push open running lanes, and he just closes them back up single-handedly. So yeah, Archie Manning did not meet the requirements. I think he's already an X Factor too, so I'm not sure what upgrade he could possibly get. He might be Superstar actually, I'm not sure. I could have sworn he was already an X Factor, but I could be mistaken. But next episode, take on the 4-6 Bucks. So stay tuned for that one, guys, for episode 83, which will be coming out next week for our Madden 24 franchise mode here on the channel.